This is a totally and complete fictional story. No one has gotten rich or has gained anything from this story. Let's go to fishing trip. Turn to venture. 4 men, 1 journey. It was a simple Saturday afternoon. We was debating on just going fishing. Well, Jack ended up pulling out his fishing pole and with all the natural instruments we had, we would find us pretty big. We was gonna bring home supper. Delicious. Then we pulled out our drones. We couldn't help it. We had to play. Oh, navigational charts. We realized we could play around. But Jack ended up pulling this beautiful map out of the ocean. And we realized where it was. Immediately, we had to go. We had to go to this spot. Had to see it for ourselves. And this is what the map looked like. We knew where we were going. We knew what was there. But we didn't know what it looked like. There was creatures on this map and things on this map we hadn't seen before. And we're trying to find out what is it. Well, when we get there, we dive in. We've got our scuba suits on. This is the first thing we see. Beautiful fish. Gorgeous layout of the land. Gorgeous, beautiful place. We couldn't help ourselves. We couldn't. And then we realized, we must be near Easter Island. Then we got thinking, no, wait, we went south. We're even lower. And Jack just had to have a picture with this guy. And look at him. He knew it. He knew it was perfect. Then we ended up running into this crowd. It was just amazing. They're all frozen in town. We had no idea. No clue. What in the world was going on out here? We just were amazed. It's beautiful, but freaky at the same time. Then we run into this guardian. He's looking over the people that are frozen in town. This big guardian. And this woman, she has to be a goddess. We didn't know. We weren't for sure. Then we ran into this beautiful mermaid. She's just standing there in town, stuck, frozen. So I ended up taking a few pictures of it. But it was the most beautiful sight. I wasn't sure at all. Then we came across this, and it kind of confused me. It kind of looks like an altar, but it's different. It's got water under it. We were confused. But this little mermaid's also stuck in there, and we weren't sure what to think of. So we just got moving. This image, although, was of Jack's son's doing, we kind of ended up getting it mixed up. We lost the original. But this mermaid's stuck at a piano. Look at her. It's amazing. We didn't know what to think. She's just staring at the piano. And we were just amazed. So we pulled out the map again, and we actually realized that we had went so far that we actually made it to this spot. We're halfway in between. We're actually farther than that. And we're doing great. There's nothing to stop us now. So we came along and we found this anchor in Chakram. It just all looked weird to us. No boats, no nothing. Just an anchor. Then we came across this majestic Pegasus. And then we found this guy. Oh. Beautiful, isn't it? And then we came across this one. We named this one Draco and the other one Draka, which means dragon. Then we came along and noticed Poseidon staring at them, or just a big king that had a nice forked staff, one or the other, but I'm pretty sure it was Neptune, and he's staring at these dragons. He was watching them for all eternity to make sure they never, ever, ever move, and he's doing a great job. Then we came across these little guys. It ain't no big deal to come across a bunch of starfish, right? I mean, bunch of starfish. Lots. And we weren't amazed really, but we loved it. It was a beautiful sight. Then we came along and noticed this on the walls. Spider. Wait a minute. And this one kind of looks a little more deformed. It's still a spider, but different. Then we came across this spider, and it kind of creeped us out. But they're all on the walls. It's weird. Then we came across this spider, and then we realized it's a spider crab. We now know what he was. But we moved this guy away from one set of starfish just for him to go pick on another. We realized he was eating them, of course. But we pulled out the map again. We got to looking and realized we had made it. We had made it. We're at the entrance. There is walls here, but we're at the entrance. We've actually made it exactly where we need to be. We go up and notice this beautiful castle just above the rock. And it's just gorgeous. We had dived so deep, we didn't even realize we were below it. And this is what we've seen. This is our story, and look at this. It was gorgeous inside the walls. Just inside the walls was so beautiful. And then this majestic creature, he showed up, and oh, he spooked me right off the get-go, but I loved it, and I wanted more. We took a picture of this wall. I wasn't sure why, but I thought it was alright after Jack took it. And then I took this picture of this nice little hallway that ends up in a stairway. And we weren't sure where it went. We just kept traveling. And once we got to the top, we noticed if we looked down, it just looked like it went on for miles. And we couldn't help ourselves. We just kept traveling. Then we found this little totem. It was telling us a story. A beautiful story of life. Then we realized this guy was sitting at an entrance. He's guarding something. But we're not sure what. Then we find it. Treasure. This chest was open. It's got a few little trinkets in it. Nothing major, except for her. And this beautiful little golden dog we wanted to bring home. Ended up finding this little treasure. Of course we left the skull. Oh man. We didn't want no hauntings. We weren't sure that it wasn't cursed, so we wasn't bringing him home with us. But we closed up the chest anyway. Nice, right? Well, come find out, Mark and Jackie already was picking out what they wanted. And I couldn't help myself, I was picking out what I wanted too. So, we ended up finding this big hole in the wall and realized that it was the top of a mountain. And we shot off the plane. Hey, just come and find out. Oh, James was just around the corner waiting for us. Go figure. This is my living room. I had to bring it home. Go figure. Yeah. But we all had our split. We was able to split it up. We was able to give to charities. Oh my God. We knew there's enough there to at least fill up 630 kids with no problem. And we were only 4 men. We had our whole lives ahead of us. And man, was it worth it. Just the riches we had. We could gather anything we wanted now. We could go after anything we needed. And we didn't have to ask nobody. We didn't have to work for it no more. We made our choice. We went and did exactly what we wanted. And by God, we got it. Jack got his, Mark got his, James got his, and I got mine. Oh my God, we were flying, just flying high. This little treasure here was locked so tight we actually had to beat the lock off it. And we did it. And this is what happened. There was gold galore falling out of this chest. And we couldn't help ourselves. We just loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And this is where the story ends. So if you enjoyed it, please, by all means, let me know. Subscribe.